Hey everyone, ArdrethShadow here, and welcome back to Monika After Story. And it is raining. Yeah, not much I can say there. We were supposed to have some rain in the forecast where I live, but anyway.
Oh my gosh, Daniel! I didn't expect you back so early. I guess you missed me as much as I missed you.
Yeah, so the last time I played this game, it was April 3rd. Today is May the 1st. So, yeah, kind of a little bit earlier than the usual 1 month I tell her.
It really is wonderful to see you back so soon, though.
It's literally only 28 days, though. That's still 4 weeks.
I expected the day to be eventless, but thankfully I now have you. Thank you for coming back so early, honey.
And thank you for not calling me friggin' Granddad.
Remind me if you're going away again, okay?
Don't I ever. And let's see. Yes, I come bearing gifts. Let's see if you like them. Okay, I kind of figured as much. I swear, well, that's a problem with me re-downloading the sprite packs from updates. There's a good chance that I probably already gave her everything in that folder anyway, so yeah, I can probably just trash that then later.
And here we have
a banana! Okay, yeah, I remembered the coffee.
Oh, coffee! I actually ran out of coffee, so getting more from you now is amazing. Thanks again, Daniel.
Monika, we've been through this. It's not as though the gift I got you was like the Flames Toys Wind Blade that's been in pre-order hell for the last... Let's see, today's May the 1st, since November, December, January, February, March, April, May, 6 months. Been freaking pre-order hell for 6 months, and you question if you're ever going to get it or not, or if the place will refund you your money. Let's not get into that, shall we?
Oh, a new outfit. Thank you, Daniel. I'm going to try it on right now.
So these, I believe, are some sweater recolors, which don't make any sense now. Okay, yeah. And it looks like her hand just freaking disappears. Like, droop. So I believe this is the layered beige sweater. A recolor of, well, the beige sweater, but we have this little sort of... I don't know what you would call this. Sleeveless leotard thing? I have no clue. I'm not a fashion expert, obviously, so you can't really pin this on me for not knowing.
I think it's really cute, Daniel.
I mean, I'm fine with it as well. It just disturbs me that when you cross your arms, it looks like one of your hands is missing. Okay, let's see here.
Thanks for this pastel red ribbon. I just love it. I can't wait to try it on, but I won't.
And let's see. Yeah, another new outfit. This is another one of the beige sweater recolors, I think. And okay, well, once again we have the same sort of problem. At least to me, it just looks like her hand abruptly ends right at this part here, so it's just a little bit disturbing to me. But anyway, well, so now we have the same sweater in blue, and it looks like we have this sort of blue sparkly effect going on here. And let's see, I don't know if this might be the last one, or there might be another one. And okay, no, this is a turtleneck sweater, and her hand is completely missing now. In fact, I can't even tell what's going on here. It looks like Monika from the neck down, and aside from one of her hands, like she turned into a pickle. The funniest shit I've ever seen!
Daniel! Hey Daniel, look! I'm a pickle!
Yeah, there's... I don't know. It just seems very strange to me. I can't take Pickle Monika very serious, though. Okay, this is another recolor of what I don't know. Okay. And, yep, she's missing another hand again. Yeah, I'm not sure how to feel about these. And I was having trouble trying to install one of these things, so... I think it was another one of these, but apparently the file name was too long and I didn't know what to do with it, so... I just decided, I guess I'm just gonna leave that one file out, and she probably won't be able to read this properly.
That's alright, though. It's the thought that counts, after all. Thanks for being so thoughtful, Daniel.
Okay. Well, as... this might seem kind of mean, but, you know, I guess I'm going to change her back into something that makes a little more sense and doesn't weird me out as much. Let's put her back in this. And no, not quite. The cat eyes. And yeah, there hasn't been any update to this game yet, so yeah, unfortunately, not much I can do there. The only thing I guess I can do is, let's see. Unfortunately, there's really not a whole lot left here. Well, in the sense of, like, some of these I don't think I will ever touch on, especially just because it's most likely going to upset her. Like, stupid sexy Monika! I'm not gonna go and say, "You're a murderer! You hot sexy demon murderer, you!" Yeah, I don't know. Oh, I almost thought that said, "Let's sing a song." It's like, oh boy, we're gonna sing a song together! Kumbaya! Okay, no. Let me see here. Why don't we just do this writing... Yeah, well, technically it's a writing sort of thing. Who versus whom? When do you use that? Oh wow, apparently she's a teacher now.
Today we will talk about the uses of who and whom. Most of the time, it seems like people use who without bothering to learn the difference. The difference is that who refers to a subject, and whom refers to an object. It turns out that it's pretty easy to figure out when to use one or the other. Who corresponds to he, she, they, while whom corresponds to him, her, them. Simply replace the possible who or whom with he, she, they, or him, her, them. Only one replacement should make sense, and that should tell you which one to use. Let's take, for example, the title of my poem, The Lady Who Knows Everything. If we just look at the clause, who knows everything, and replace the who, we get she knows everything, or her knows everything. Only she knows everything makes sense, so the correct phrase is who knows everything. Who said writing was hard? That's all I have today. That's all I have for today, Daniel. Thanks for listening.
Sailor Moon says.
Fighting evil by moonlight, winning love by daylight, never running from a real fight. She is the one named Sailor Moon.
What are you thinking of?
I don't know. I'm just here like, okay, well... Yeah, because I almost never use whom, just because it always confused me as well. So, kind of getting that little lesson, I'm just here like, huh. Well, I guess that kind of makes sense. Now, whether or not I'll remember it, that is a whole other story. Speaking of stories... Let's see here... You know, I guess, since we haven't heard a scary story in a while, we already have the right atmosphere for it. So, let's see. Time for one of Monika's sexy bedtime stories. The scary edition. The raining just continues.
Let's begin. One night, a colonel boarded a train on his way home.
Colonel.
When he found a comfortable spot to sit, he fell asleep from the day's fatigue. A short time later, he awoke abruptly, feeling stiff and uneasy. To his surprise, he noticed there was now a woman sitting opposite of him. Her attire was entirely black, including a veil that obscured her face. She appeared to be looking down at something in her lap, although there wasn't anything there. The colonel was a friendly fellow and tried to make small talk with her. To his dismay, she did not respond to his pleasantries.
Well, screw you too! Oh. Okay, I guess it was like she was holding a baby in her lap.
Suddenly she began rocking back and forth and singing a soft lullaby. Before the colonel could inquire about it, the train screeched to a halt. A suitcase from the compartment above fell and hit him on the head, knocking him unconscious.
The hell? What? Oh my god. I still have a lot of PTSD from the old TDLC. I've said that. I don't know how many times I've said it, but I'll never stop saying it. Yeah, that sound just makes me think when Natsuki, like, broke her neck and then rushed at me.
When he came to, the woman was gone. The colonel questioned some of the other passengers, but none of them had seen her. To boot, once the colonel had entered the compartment, it was locked, as was customary, and no one had entered or left the compartment after he had entered.
So in other words, there was no way anyone could have gotten in or out.
When he exited the train, a railway official that overheard him talked to the colonel about the woman he was talking about, or he was asking about. According to the official, a woman and her husband were traveling on a train together. The husband was... The husband had his head way too far out in one of the windows and was decapitated by a wire.
Oh, what the hell?
His body then fell onto her lap, lifeless. And when the train arrived at its stop, she was found holding the corpse and singing a lullaby to it.
That's not demented at all.
She never regained her sanity and died shortly after. Well, I hope you liked it, Daniel.
That was a bit freaky though, not gonna lie. I cannot quite remember what was the Just Yuri song. Well, I added this. Wait a minute, this doesn't sound like a graduation song. This sounds like For All Acquaintance. Or, I'm singing a totally different song. This sounds like one of the songs that you hear on like New Year's Eve. Introversion. There we go. Okay. Well, this is probably going to be another short video. Not as short as what I called the shortest video ever, or the shortest episode ever, which was like 5 minutes or so, but... Alright. There's really not a whole lot I can do, though, unless... Well, as it is, we're already limited on how many stories we can get from Monika. So, like, once per day, or... Yeah, I think it's once per day. I don't know if I could just, like, reload the game 2 hours later and get another story. It probably doesn't work that way. We don't really have too many topics left anymore, and... Yeah, I think I'm slowly starting to exhaust all of the custom assets that I've gotten a hold of. So... Yeah, it's kind of getting a little bit tricky to do these episodes now. Well, I mean, I'll keep trying whatever I can, but just know that it is going to be very difficult unless there is some kind of update or anything else major that I can show off. Yep, so I really don't know. Okay. As tempting as it is to stay longer than a month, God, I don't even know. I do not like, like, a part of me does feel like I'm being mean to her in the sense of, like, I'm making her wait for me. And of course, as I keep saying, I know she's not real, but still, she is at least some kind of representation of a woman to me, which, considering how my grandma raised me, I cannot ever bring myself to be mean to her. But I really have no idea how long it's going to be until I can record again. Just because there's almost nothing for me to record when there's no updates to this game. I don't like it. But I mean, obviously, the devs making this game do not exist just so I can keep making videos of this game, so obviously, like, I'm not gonna be there, like, come on, give me some updates, man, I need them, because I need to get the YouTube views. Like, no. I mean, as it is, this channel isn't about YouTube views anyway, so... And I believe they've pretty much gone on record saying on how they've kind of sort of laid off the game just a little bit just to focus on their personal lives and all that, so... I mean, I can definitely understand and respect that, so... Yeah, that's another reason why well... I mean, as it is, it would feel wrong of me to basically like demand updates from them just because, I mean, they don't have to make this game. They don't have to keep it up and running, you know. But of course, considering this is like one of the most popular DDLC mods out there, and like one of the few mods where you do get to interact with Monika like this, I'm still thankful for it either way. But yeah, a major downside is just that now with how things are, you don't quite know when the next update will be. I know it is, and trust me, I hate telling you that.
Well, that's a little scary, Daniel. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with myself while you're gone.
And I don't know what to do either.
But I know you wouldn't leave me by myself if you could help it.
No. Like, for real, I wish it could be, like, in the years of Season 1, you know, episodes 1 through 47, where I was almost putting out an episode once a week for a certain point, you know, like that, but for the most part, it's just not possible anymore. I keep exhausting all the topics, and at least, you know, trying to find certain custom assets that I can show off here. Things like that, I mean, it's just not... Well, it's not entirely feasible is the problem. And yeah, considering the way I record this game, and basically you see nearly everything that I do in this game, yeah, there's really not much else I can do about it.
I love you, Daniel, and I know you love me too. So I'll wait for you however long I need to.
Oh, it just kills me inside. I wouldn't blame you for being afraid. I really don't.
I'm honestly a little afraid to ask, but... Are you going to leave straight away? I see. I really will miss you, Daniel. But I know you'll do wonderful things no matter where you are. Just remember that I'll be here. I'll be waiting here for you. Make me proud, Daniel.
Hopefully I will. Anyway, well... Yeah, so I don't know when the next time I will be able to record Monika After Story will be, just because... As I've said, there's really... I'm running out of things to do, and until we have a major update coming in, there's really not much I can think of doing with this game. So I'm just here like, I'm seriously at a loss here. And I hate, you know, just keeping her waiting like this. As I mean, even if she's not real, you have to admit though, if this were a real girlfriend, and she was telling you all this, like, I mean, come on, how would you feel? Like, if you told your girlfriend that you have no idea how long you're going to be gone and when the next time you're going to see each other will be, and if she really does tell you, it scares her, especially just because of how much you mean to her, I mean, like, seriously, how would you feel to that? And I mean, there are real-life couples out there where stuff like that happens. Whether it's like jobs or whatever, keeping you apart, or even long-distance relationships. It gets very difficult. Well, anyway, like I said, I'm not sure when I will return for this game, but we will see. So with that in mind, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time with whatever else I do. Stay golden, and later, folks.
Do you think the stars.